The returner will field it and bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Rebels offense will go to work first. Last season, the Rebels missed opportunity after opportunity to deliver the knockout blow, a game that they never trailed until the final play when Garrett Nussmeier threw an overtime touchdown pass and sent Tiger Stadium into pandemonium.
And one of the things I remember most about that game, David, was just how LSU got after Jackson Dart. Their defense in the pass rush was enormous in that game. They had 6 sacks. That's going to be a big factor for them again in this one, David, trying to disrupt the quarterback's rhythm.
And you know what every hottie-toddy fan remembers? That this game kept them out of the playoffs. So there's even more passion for this rivalry because they cost them something a year ago. Time to get some payback today.
Caught in the backfield. It's dribbling. Breaks into the open. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Quickly complete. He's got both. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Rebels will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. On the ground, it's Durham. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of think the world if you don't.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's theirs. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle, it's Watkins. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys who just did would have been so...
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Makes it good. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
They're setting up the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a fourth down decision to be made by this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. Got it in straight at the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Just a short pass to the tight end. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And as soon as the receiver comes, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his team.
They get him a push, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive team.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw it, Simmons. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the returner goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a release.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Fires to the wideout. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
Holds it in down the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if... a little more before the break. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tosses it back. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Now on second down. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. It's complete to the left. Open space at the 25. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. That's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Ole Miss 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Simmons. He'll throw it. Out near the sticks, it's Stribley. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grab near the sticks, it's hot. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice throw to pick up yardage.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Never a doubt. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we could be shaping up for one memorable finish in this Magnolia Bowl. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. Time to get back to the second half of a flowery but fierce rivalry, the conclusion of the Magnolia Bowl.
And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half, get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. Crosses the 20. He's going all the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Watkins. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's going for the goal line. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. LSU lining up first and goal. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's got another one. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This offense ready to go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wallace. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll keep it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning on the Jets. The 30. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
If you heard that sound, that was the sound of me throwing my clipboard. My goodness, how do I stop this offense? This guy is so dynamic. And what stinks about it is they snap it to the quarterback every play. Running back, I can try to take him out of the game. Receivers, I can try to take out of the game. Quarterback always touching the football, and when he can do this, good luck stopping.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebel. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Durham. Turning it on. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. First and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the third quarter. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. defense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He is having a day, and there's still a ways to go, but pretty soon he might make a call on Kayshon Boutte's single-game receiving record.
And if I'm him, I'm going to my QB about listen, dog, I'm close. Feed me that rock. I want to go get the record. Nobody's guarding me. Nobody can stop me. Just give it to me, and I'll make the plays for you. And right now, listen, if I'm the LSU quarterback, I'm like, yeah, you keep doing that, I'll keep feeding you the rock.
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Dropping back, it's Grant. Can't connect on his first throw.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Grab near the marker, it's Lacey. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost the throw on first down. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to challenge.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
He got it, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That'll give him a little more try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. And the returner will be dragged down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. To throw, it's Grant. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The Rebels line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Just needs a crack to get a return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dog.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running into the open space. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Going with the ground game left. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air, it's Grant. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Here's a heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough help today.
Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit in that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can you those kicks starting off, hasn't missed one yet, been very dependable for this squad.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves it with 3rd and 2.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
Right down the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country, watch.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Gwynn. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. That's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.